Now, people, the Jamaica Constabulary Force yesterday indicated that it was following significant leads into Thursday night's drive-by shooting in Portsmouth, St. Catherine, which left one man dead and four others injured. Dead is 20-year-old Rashad Simit, who succumbed to his injuries while undergoing treatment at the Spanish Town Hospital. Four other men were also shot, 3 were treated and released, and another remains in critical condition. According to police reports, about 9:16 p.m., 5 men were sitting under a tree along Arundel Road, Portsmouth Waterford, when a white Toyota Axia drove up. 3 gunmen alighted from the vehicle and opened fire before escaping. The injured men have been identified as 32-year-old O'Shane Richards of Hailing Court, Portsmouth, who was shot in the right eye. 34-year-old Ronaldo Wheatom, otherwise called Tread, a fisherman of East Niway, Portsmouth, who was shot in the left foot. 22-year-old Raheem Reed, otherwise called Grim, a laborer of Hotline Avenue, Caymanas Garden, who was shot in the right foot. And 21-year-old Jesse James of Portsmouth, who sustained multiple wounds and remained in hospital in critical condition. Assistant Commissioner of Police Christopher Phillips, who heads Area 5, said investigators are pursuing persons of interest.
Christopher Phillips, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 5.
Yes, Mr. Phillips, where are we and why are you?
Right, we are in Portsmouth in the St. Catherine South Division. You know, last night we had a very unfortunate situation where 5 persons were shot. One succumbed to their injuries later on. And so as an area we saw it fit to come down and to meet with the team. We had a review this morning about what took place last night and to more or less just ensure that the investigation is channeling in the right way. So far I'm pleased with the activities of the police so far in terms of responding, and we are here now to give further support to the members of the community. Portsmouth is a community that has been doing well so far. We have not had this kind of situation in like 2 years, and so it is really alarming to the citizens. We just had a meeting with the citizens. The Member of Parliament was also here, other support group members from the church community, SPC, other support groups were here, just giving the support to the family members of the victims who were involved. And I am pleased with the level of commitment being expressed by the community to look back on their Citizens Association neighborhood watch programs and to get active again. They are seeing this as a wake-up call, you know, and we continue to appeal to them to just give us a chance to work through this one. We're going to manage this situation like we always do. We have more than the capacity to respond to it. What we don't want is situations where we have reprisals and counter reprisals, and so we appeal to the citizens against such act. The investigation is progressing. We have some persons of interest. At the appropriate time, we will, name those persons. We're looking on several theories so far, and we're getting the support of the community, which is very, very good for us. Naturally, we will be taking some operational initiatives to ensure that normalcy is returned to this place very quickly. And at the same time, as I said before, we're exploring the opportunities from this unfortunate incident.
Should we expect a curfew, sir?
Well, that is also on the table, and whilst the investigation is going on, we will assess the information coming into us and to determine if we need to proceed like that. But that is also on the table.
And from your perspective, how traumatized is the community?
Well, as you can see, the community really turned out and responded to the police call for a quick meeting. We were right here along the roadway. Several persons turned out and have expressed, their disappointment, and persons have given their commitment to support us in whatever initiative, that we will be advancing. The Member of Parliament also came to give his support and has reaffirmed his commitment to supporting the police initiative to ensure that normalcy is returned to Portsmouth. It's a very nice community. Mostly elders live inside here. We have had several community initiatives. I was here last year doing the Meals on Wheels with the elderly and so on. So I know the community, I know the kind of persons who are living here, and so I know that we'll have their support going forward.
What's the condition of the person, in hospital? How many remain in the hospital?
Well, from my information, one person still remain in the hospital in critical condition. The others were treated and released, and as I said, one person succumbed from last night.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southeastern, Dr. Alfred Dawes, who also visited the community, described the incident as extremely unfortunate.
Alfred Dawes, Member of Parliament, South East St. Catherine.
Yes, Dr. Das, baptism for you, first day on the job, tell us, what you hear so far and what's the mood like in the community.
It's an extremely unfortunate incident that took place. It's the first time this has happened in Portsmouth for quite a while, and this is only the second murder in South East St. Catherine from the start of the year. It's sobering because we had gotten used to a peaceful constituency, and it's just a reminder that no matter how peaceful things may seem, there's always a threat of violence erupting at any time. And what it has done is to hasten our efforts to deal with the organization of the community in terms of the Citizens Association and the establishment of neighborhood watch groups. Additionally, I will be in discussion with the police in terms of the placement of cameras, because we want to have that as a deterrent to persons who think that they can come into this peaceful community and wreak havoc. So we have committed to ACP Phillips and his team that they have the support of the community 100%, and I've asked residents if they are uncomfortable with going directly to the police to channel their information through me. And there's no excuse right now why we shouldn't be 100% on board, because we're going to use this as an as a point of inflection where we're going to start coming together more as a community to have better, safer communities as citizens organize themselves more.
So people, there you have it from Member of Parliament, Dr. Alfred Dawes. Now I want to say RIP to the person that was shot and killed, and a speedy recovery to those who were shot and injured. Boy, the one left in the hospital, him serious. Hope he make it out like the others. Seen in a normal people in a Jamaica here right now, something is turning up, because me tell you no say after election are some different things me see are go on. Yes man. So just be careful out there people, and keep on giving thanks to God. Beg God for guide and protect you every day. Matter of fact, Father God, because you have to have manners to God in the people. Say Father God. Don't just say God like your friend you talk to. I'm sorry for that. Say Father God at all times, people, and make sure you pray and read on the Bible. Big up on yourself again. I'm out.